Hey guys, today I'll be answering this question of why do you feel apathetic or this feeling of apathy after leaving an abusive relationship? By apathy here is, someone was saying, like, I'm starting to really have this attitude of don't care, like this don't care attitude. I don't care about anything at all. And is it good or bad? Actually, there are two sides to it. There is the don't care attitude, which is very, very good, and the don't care, which is actually very bad. Let's start with the bad one. The bad one here is you have this don't care attitude, but it has a negative vibe to it. It's a don't care attitude, which is coming as an aspect of fear. It's coming as a reaction to what happened to you in the past. Like you are just carefree without even taking care of yourself. Like you are just carefree. You don't care what happens. Even when a friend is talking to you, you don't care about them. You are like, "Ah." So that kind of being apathy is dangerous because that's how you lose touch with yourself. You lose touch with your compassionate self. And that's the kind of apathy you may have picked up because of staying in a relationship where someone was carefree. Because something about abusive people most of the time is they're a bit carefree. They may do something to you and hurt you, and to them it's not a problem. So when you leave that relationship, you may have also picked up that behavior from them. Like where something happens, you don't even care. Like someone calls you, you're like, what the heck? But on a deep level, you are feeling a bit of heaviness and a bit of negativity and a bit hateful and a bit of anger, a bit of remorse. You are feeling a bit of all those negative emotions. So you develop this aspect of carefree, which you are not really feeling emotion. Like this carefree attitude, which you are just putting everything down, pushing everything away, pushing help away, to the point where you are becoming someone who cannot be approached. That's a very, very dangerous kind of apathy because you will end up hurting others without knowing. And at the same time, you are hurting yourself because these things are inside you. So is the apathy which is arising out of fear. And it is not really real fear, it is fear stemming from past experiences. So fear because of the traumatic experiences you've been put through. So you're not really carefree. You are just thinking that you are carefree, but on a deeper level, you are hurting. So it's very, very dangerous, and you'll end up, even you yourself, you may get to the point where you may hurt someone else, but you're like, it doesn't matter. So you may end up becoming abusive. Because when you hurt someone and you don't care about it, what's that? It means that you don't even acknowledge their actions, acknowledge their behavior. But when you hurt someone and you acknowledge your behavior, it means that actually you're just a human being and you are willing to correct it. But when you are this apathetic, this lack of concern, this like having no heart in quotes, then that's a very, very dangerous place to be. It means that you are also starting to go to the other side of being abusive. Not because you want to, it's because you are looking at things from a reaction of your past. You are thinking that everyone is there to hurt you. You are thinking that if you care about others, they'll hurt you. Because you cared about them in the past. You cared about someone in the past and then they hurt you. So you now have that attitude that if you care about people, they will hurt you. So you develop a carefree attitude. Carefree because if you don't care, they will not hurt you. So you can do whatever you want. That's a very, very negative attitude, and it will end up hurting others and you will end up hurting yourself. But now there's another kind of carefree, which is a carefree, but on a deeper level, it's caring. Like this carefree is, yes, things are happening outside you, but you do not internalize it. Yes, someone can hurt you on an internal level, but you will not be carrying it every day. Someone might even call you names, but you just feel bad, but you do not internalize them. You do not end up feeling vengeful to the person who hurt you. So that's a carefree attitude, but it's caring on a deep level. Like you don't really care so much about what people say about you. You don't care so much about what other people say about you because on a deeper level, you know who you are. On a deeper level, you are not approaching this from the perspective of fear or as a reaction to what happened in the past. You are approaching it from a standpoint where you understand yourself. You found yourself. That's now a very, very good place to be. Like things are happening in the world. a friend is hurting you, someone is taking care of you, but you're not carrying it, or they say you're not taking it to heart. You're not internalizing. You're not internalizing the actions of an abusive person inside you. Yes, they call you names, they hurt you, they betray you, but you're not carrying them because you know that they do not define who you are as a person. You just know that inside you are so sure of yourself, you are so sure of your own value, you are so sure of your own worth, to the point that instead of it seeping in and staying in the inside, it just disperses, or you just let it go. It just passes through you. Someone tells you something negative, your parent or anything, it just passes through you. Just start realizing that you are lighter. So this is a very, very good carefree attitude, which is actually very caring. So carefree and caring on a deep level, that's a very, very good place to be, because things will be happening in the real world, but they will not really affect who you are as a person, because you know that deep inside you're just a loving, happy, and a contented human being. So they may look the same, it may appear the same, but the best thing to know if your carefree attitude is negative is just look deep within yourself. If it's very, very heavy, it means that you are turning to the dark side. But if it has a feeling of lightness, if it has a feeling of compassion to it, then you are joining the light side. Hope that makes sense, guys. Until next time, have a nice day.